The Crew 2 is currently on sale on PlayStation. It's got 77% off, and if you're from America, that's $22 for the biggest deal. They've got the deluxe version, so it's obviously a good price. You get a season pass, you get everything with it, and it's only $22, which for us in the UK, that's around 18 to 17 pounds. So the game is on pretty much 78%, which is insane. Check it out. If you're on Xbox, check it out, see if you got it, let me know. If you're on PlayStation, I know it's on sale 100% because I've just checked Black Friday sales. Anyway, enjoy the video. Crew 2 has changed a lot. For example, in the last big update the Crew 2 had, it generally changed a bunch of mechanics. That's when it comes to driving. And I don't mean by, more realistic or anything like that. What I mean by that is they just made it feel more satisfying and more arcadey, which for some people that might be like, yeah, but why do you really want that? You want more realistic, don't you? In fact, the reason why we loved games like Underground, Most Wanted, Carbon, it was because of the arcade. And if you're gonna tell me and say no, it's not the arcade, I played it because it was a realistic game, that's lies. Okay, Most Wanted, there was nothing. No. No, we all know why we enjoyed Need for Speed and stuff like that back in the days. It was fun. Okay, and why Pro Street and stuff like that was really hated within Need for Speed. Pro Street was like the realistic, or Shift, there was a realistic version of Need for Speed, and it was just horrible. So I'm guessing the point I'm making here is generally that us, the Need for Speed fans, and I think every guy just likes to have fun with a bunch of cars, and sometimes we just want to be pulled out of the realistic, like if I want to just do something realistic when it comes to driving, I just go out there and just drive myself, just get a car and just drive. I mean, I think the thing is, you want to do fun things. You want to go up a tree and I don't know, bounce, or I don't know how to take things serious within Crew 2. Fine, you can do that. There's options for you to do that. There is, it's not stopping you. You can go manual shifting. You can change settings for your car to act more, realistic. Whoa, what is going on? Cars are just spawning in. I literally look back and they just vanished, and then they appear back. Anyway, okay, again, so it's arcadey. That's one point already. Arcadey. Second thing is content. The Crew 2 gets so much content, it's actually unreal. I'm actually not even joking. Right now, if you're watching this video, we're about to get on the 25th of November a really big update, which it's actually going to include police. So if you're really excited and really do like police games and racing, honestly, get on the hype, because it's an amazing DLC. But again, carrying back to my point, updates is a big factor in this game. Honestly, this game just gets a lot of updates, and it has weekly live summit, which if you don't know what that is, weekly live summit is pretty much a leaderboards like event where, based on your ranking within the leaderboards on worldwide, you get a certain amount of loot. If you're under that achievement, obviously you don't get the full loot of that event, but if it's like a category kind of thing. But honestly, it's insane. There is so much content monthly on this game. I generally haven't had a month where I was like, you know what, I'm bored for Crew 2 properly. There were so many events, there were so many challenges I could have done, there were so many skills to unlock, and again, now they just keep adding things. So we've recently added hobbies, and they're still gonna add more things, even pretty much a new campaign, which is insane, because the Crew 2 literally deserves this amount of detail and attention. It's personally and honestly, I'm happy to start a debate. It's better than Need for Speed nowadays. It's generally done what Need for Speed wished it would do, if that makes sense. Need for Speed hasn't achieved this kind of fan base and loyalty from that game since the good old days. That is generally, honestly, the Crew 2 is the new Need for Speed. If you look underneath the hood, it's what we wanted. Customization, arcadey, content for a game not to be forgotten, not just some yearly game that you could just trash away. The Crew 2, I think, is about to hit its third year. Okay, that's insane. And then it's actually got a roadmap already for the third year. So the whole year we've got DLCs planned. This game is not gonna die in 2021. The whole year, it's gonna just carry on. And this is where you have to realize, damn, that's mad. And the thing is, guys, they're adding new cars. Again, they're adding, I think, like over 30 or 40 new cars in the new update. They're going to add new neons. They're going to add new things like Rocket League to put on top of your car. They're adding so much content, and every penny. Like, I've generally bought the season pass just to support this company. I genuinely didn't care about this season pass cars. Like, I had all the good cars with all right, you know, best perks and stuff, all the magic stuff on them. I literally just bought season pass to help them, and I'm gonna carry on buying the motor pass and stuff like that to support them. I'm not supporting microtransactions, don't get me wrong. I hate microtransactions when they're forced, and this game doesn't have any. You can grind for most things you want in this game. So that's another thing. You're not forced to buy things. If you don't want to spend a penny on it after you purchase the game like a real game should be, well, you have that option. It's gonna be grindy, yes. I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, it's not gonna take you, let's say, a month to get like really sweaty stuff, but that's the point of the game. I mean, you don't want a game that you really get all the sweaty stuff within a week. I mean, what's the point of that? You're just literally gonna have sweaty stuff. You'll be like, oh, there's nothing to grind towards to you. So you kind of need an objective. Now EA, relax. We're not talking about your Star Wars grinding where I have to grind like 200,000 hours to get one character. No. I'm talking about a realistic, you know, a realistic target. By the way, I said a month, but you can probably get it even faster than that. It's not too fast. Don't get like, it's not a week or something like that, but it's not too slow. Damn, it's perfectly balanced, as Thanos will say. Okay, it's bang on. Able to switch between different type of vehicles and categories. For example, if you really want to just have some fun in the air, act like a bird, well, guess what? You have the chance to do that. And as you saw, it's pretty much instantly. Actually, you know what? You wanna play as a boat? Sure, why not? You're a boat now. And I'm just showing you this because when I first got the Crew 2, I thought to myself, why are they doing this? Like, I don't care about boat, I don't care about plane. I would just want a street race. But then when I actually started acing the game completely every event, I was like, actually, you kind of do need to take a break from racing, because it kind of burns you out. See, with what planes, rally racing, yes, I mean, when you're doing rally racing and stuff like that, yes, it's cars, but it's a different mechanic added on top of it. And that's what kind of keeps it interesting, you know, it's the mechanic behind it. Because they don't drive the same. When you go to bikes as well, when you go to boats, when you go to planes, when you go to drifting, drag, it's not a reused mechanic. And that's what really makes this game unique. Because if the developers really wanted to, they could have done a lot of recycling, but they decided not to. And it's really smart because it keeps things fresh, it keeps things new, it doesn't burn you out. I mean, listen, when there's time to recycle things like they're going to do in this new update and reuse damage mechanics within the game, I fully understand that. I don't expect you to have new cars that are fully destructible and stuff like that. Use what your and Need for Speed and stuff like that do. They reuse things a little bit too aggressive to the point where it's literally just like copy, paste. And okay, I get it. You're trying to save time, money and whatever, but you have to understand, are you really gonna sacrifice the fun out of it? When it comes to traffic, it can be sometimes, you know, a little bit like GTA, where they would randomly do like really weird traffic laws, like they would just stop in the middle of the road for no reason, stuff like that, and you're like, but why though, you know? But I think from anything like that, in races it's not too bad. Sometimes you don't even see any AI vehicles, which is kind of depressing. I'm personally more of a, you know, a traffic guy. You know, I like to challenge myself on my reflex skills and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to racing, but I'd say I'm pretty good. I've hit 50 out of 300,000 on leaderboards on the Crew 2 and on multiple of them. So, you know, I'm not too bad, if I say so. But I'm not some, like, god, okay? I'm not challenging anyone except a Black Panther. I really want to 1v1 him, honestly. This, you can get some really funny moments. That's my next video that I'm going to try and get, is a funny moments on the Crew 2. You get some insane moments where you, like, you and your mates can be just joking around and hit, like, a wall, and then just, like, your car just bounces into a different galaxy. The next thing I want to talk, which is within this race, and I want to show you, is the way that these races are, and that's, you know, by making it fun and dynamic and arcadey. I know I'm using this arcade word a lot, but look, check this out. Okay, so I could have taken the whole corner. What I did instead is just pretty much cut all these corners. So I'm not going to do the whole, I'm just going to cut through this and then just drift there. And I think this is what makes it really good, like being able to like decide on what shortcut is good and what isn't. It really gives you an advantage of like noobish players, if that makes sense, like real players that don't know these kind of shortcuts, and it kind of gives you an advantage. So as you can see, the game wanted me to go all around, but what I did instead is jumped, and then of course you get a heads up and you win the race. It's honestly so good the way they've done it. Being able to have shortcuts that actually do make a difference. There are actually shortcuts that actually put you in a disadvantage, so you kind of need to know when to do them, and actually some of them are hidden, so they would have barricades on them and you can smash through them and then it would open up. You know, I know it sounds funny, but I haven't seen a shortcut in racing games for so long that are quite important. They usually just, well, they don't exist, or they're just really bad. Like there would be something like, I don't know, like one shortcut per race and that's it. See, I prefer when it's more dynamic, and you know, I kind of have to go out of the race to you know, be first place, and you know, use your head and be like, okay, maybe I don't need to do this whole corner. For example, I don't need to be like, you know, brake and corner, and I could just go straight through the trees and do it. You know, I prefer that. I think it keeps it more dynamic, and it kind of uses your big brain, you know. It kind of gets you more, it gets your attention and just gets you more focused and stuff within your race. I don't know, I really love this. Let me know what you think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. There's honestly so much content. I'd actually say just come back to it. There's honestly so much content. If you are a player like me who has played this since day one, and let's say you left it because you just got bored, come back to it. There is so much content that you can catch up with. There is new content coming soon, very soon. Just come back to it. Honestly, it would make it worth it. In fact, listen, if you have grinded so much of this races, double check your races. Make sure they're on ace. Make sure you've got all your skills nicely set. Make sure you've got cars for each set when life summit drops. Just make it perfectly, and there is so much to grind in this game. Make sure you've aced every race. That's what I do with bosses and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think. Are you guys gonna come back to this game? Are you gonna buy it? Are you a new player? And if you are you enjoying this? Do you think this is better than Need for Speed? This is not really a competition for me personally. The Crew 2 has shown that, you know, Need for Speed can beat it, so I'm not gonna be here like, you know, it's a fair competition, because it really is. And it's the Crew 2 has smashed it out of, you know, Need for Speed at this point. It's out of its league. So yeah, my voice is going. Been talking so much. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. As I said, comment down below if you got any questions, recommend any videos. If you want to debate anything, I'm happy to talk about it. And I'll leave you here. Peace.
I got what you like, yeah. Don't put up a fight, no. You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but